This is Charlie Stocker with Hey Garden Guy Charlie Stocker, Facebook, YouTube, and HeyGardenGuy.com, where we answer questions and we all raise our garden IQ together. So we invite you to ask a question, and if we don't have the answer, we'll research it, we'll talk to other arborists, etc., and we'll come up with the right answer that will give you benefit so you don't make the same mistake twice. And I find, and I think you'll find too, that we learn more from our failures than we do our successes. So today, for just about 3 minutes, because that's all the longer we make these videos for you to view every day except Sunday, is want to talk about roses. And one of the most popular roses going today is the hybrid tea. Hybrid, hybrid tea. And you're looking at one right here, and that's called Veteran's Honor. Now, isn't that red absolutely gorgeous? But there's some things about this rose that you need to know. Hybrid teas will get up to anywhere from 3 to 5 foot. They have all of the diseases and insects that any rose could possibly have if you have not put them in the right soil or in the right place in terms of the sun. Roses by the American Rose Society, the ARS, creates a level of desired roses, and they do it based on the number of petals that you find on the roses. Okay, so I don't know what the petal count is on this, but it's got to be pretty high, and the higher the petal count, the more desirable and really the easier it is for this particular rose to be grown. Now, all of your hybrid teas bloom in 30-day succession. So once it starts fading and you trim it back, in 30 days you will have another bloom. Now, if you want to say, okay, I like my roses on the inside. So if you cut your roses, always trim them in the morning, because you'll find that the aroma, the perfume from the rose itself is at a much higher quantity. It's much more intense if you trim it in the morning and bring it in than as it wanes, if you will, later on in the afternoon. Now you'll notice we have some black spot. Black spot here and powdery mildew, which is the bane of roses. And what we recommend once every 6 weeks is a rose care product called 3-in-1. It takes care of mites, it takes care of aphids, it takes care of fungi and the like, and it will take care of the powdery mildew, which is a fungus. So about every 6 weeks you use the 3-in-1 rose care. Every 3 weeks I use fish emulsion. And the fish emulsion is a natural, organic fertilizer that really feeds the overall health of the plant. Unless you have something special going on, this fish emulsion is all you need. Now, where we're really going with this is, how do you trim a rose? And I look at this, I know it's going to get up about 3 to 5 foot. It's going to bloom in 30-day successions, but all I really want are 5 stems. If 5 stems is all we want for this particular rose. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to find the 5 best stems that the plant has, and I'm going to trim everything else out. Now, you'll notice, look at what I just trimmed out. I trimmed a significant plant out, and it all looks real healthy. But what I did too is I opened up the center for more sunlight to get in and for more air circulation to take place. So I look at that, and even though this one's starting to bud and look good, I'm going to trim it right here. And you'll notice, if you were to be photographing down, that this is all of a sudden starting to open. And I now am down to about 6 stems, so I'm going to take off a few more just to open this plant up. And as I do so, obviously more air circulation and more sunlight is going to come into the center of the plant. Now, the last trimming that I want to show you is when a rose petal is spent. In other words, when it's starting to lose its color, I will trim back to a 5-leaf petiole. Do you see that petiole right there coming off the side? And I always go with one that's growing towards the outside. Again, it opens it up for the plant to move in this direction and the sunlight and the air be circulated. So there you have it for roses. They're really simple to take care of, and the joy you get from them is indescribable. This is Charlie Stocker with Hey Garden Guy Charlie Stocker. Facebook, YouTube, like us. Have a great day.